Modern Warfare 3, the game that, well, has been talked about a lot recently, and I know that I'm a channel that really doesn't talk about Call of Duty ever, and I'm not known for Call of Duty. And that's because I'm not really into Call of Duty too much, especially as of recently. And I'm going to give my opinions on what I think of Modern Warfare 3 so far. As of right now, the beta is just released, and a lot of people are actually praising it, but it has some flaws, and also, it doesn't matter what the beta looks like. It doesn't matter how the game's released, it's gonna go to shit anyways. And I'll be discussing why I think that's the case, and why I'm not gonna buy Modern Warfare 3. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Now, I just said I don't play Call of Duty too much, so my opinion shouldn't really matter that much. But I am a big fan of Modern Warfare, okay? All the Call of Duties I've bought have been related to Modern Warfare. I've always been interested in the Modern Warfare series, and to see the Modern Warfare series fall apart is very sad. The first point I'm going to make is gonna be the price. Now, this point is gonna come up a lot in this video, because it is gonna be something that really is a huge factor in why I'm complaining. So, Modern Warfare 2, 2022, was a game that was $70. And the game was, well, in my opinion, pretty mediocre. In fact, I'd argue it's a significant downgrade compared to Modern Warfare 2019. And that game I held with high standards because Modern Warfare 2019, because I loved it. And so Modern Warfare 2022 was pretty disappointing. It felt like it literally just took everything from the game and made it worse in any possible aspect. My problem is, why I'm bringing this up, as Modern Warfare 3 is supposed to be a DLC for Modern Warfare 2, which is not even that great of a game to me, right? It costs $70. So in 1 year, I'm spending $140 on a game that really isn't something I enjoyed. Why would I buy a DLC to a game I don't enjoy that much? That's gonna also give me everything that was promised for the originally, that was supposed to go for free to Modern Warfare 2022. Remember, Modern Warfare 2022 was supposed to receive all these, like, old maps and, you know, all this new stuff, right? And it's not coming until now, in this new so-called game. That, to me, is stupid. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they're charging $70. It's ridiculous that they even thought that this was worth $70. I know $70 doesn't seem like that much, and frankly it isn't, especially for someone like me who doesn't have to spend my money on taxes yet, but it's the principle behind it. A $70 game has to be phenomenal, because the average high-quality game is charged at $60, so the fact that they're making this normal annoys me. But you know what else annoys me? The Battle Pass and Season whole thing, right? Okay. Now, the first thing that annoys me, it has to relate with the pricing, right? I pay $70 for this game. They're going to guarantee it. I guarantee it they're going to have a Battle Pass. Now, that doesn't annoy me too much, because yes, you don't have to buy it. It does annoy me, don't get me wrong, because they don't need extra money. Let me tell you, Activision gets fucking tons of money just from the sales alone. A crap ton, right? $70 is a lot of money. They're getting $10 extra money than they actually should for a game like this, right? And the worst part is, and then people buy the Battle Pass, which that's their choice, but the worst part is how they implement the Battle Pass, okay? They implement the Battle Pass where every single season, they add a new weapon in the Battle Pass, and it's so fucking broken. And I'm so pissed off. This has ruined Modern Warfare 2022. It just did. Every season, they release a new fucking weapon that's exclusively locked behind the paid version of the Battle Pass that is ridiculously broken, and it makes the game unplayable almost. The balance is just ruined, right? Every single season. Can't think of a time there wasn't an OP weapon that came out. And not only that, but then they slightly nerf it once the Battle Pass is over, so it's still broken, and ruins the entire flow of the game that was previously there. But not only that, but they make it worse after you can get it for free. Like, that is literally paying to win. That is such bullshit. It just pisses me off, like, absolutely. Ruins the flow of the game completely. Okay? And I know for a fact they're going to do this in this game. There's no way they're not. They've been doing it for the last couple years. They've been doing it and getting away with it. No one says shit. No one complains. It's just ridiculous how they're doing this. It pay to win in a $70 game. Then it gets even worse. I'm sick of the season system as well. Remember the good old days when, you get up to a high level and then you could prestige and prestige a bunch of times and eventually get max prestige and it was like a flex? Where the fuck is that? Now, I don't really understand how the leveling system works in Modern Warfare 2022. As far as I'm aware, it's seasonal leveling, but I don't know for sure. But, like, this whole season thing is just annoying, because, like, it's like, oh, there's new levels every season. Like, dude, just release the game with the levels already set up. Don't make this whole season bullshit. Like, come on. And I'm saying this all because it's going to be in this game. It just is. And I'm sick of it. I think it's going to ruin the game. That's why I don't care how the beta looks. I don't care how the game releases. The game could look phenomenal for the first month or two. The second the first season's released, that is all going to be pulled out the window because they have to release an OP weapon. It's just going to happen. It's going to ruin the game. It just is. Okay? Another issue I have is the maps. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, wow, it sounds so great. They're going to put all the OG maps into the game. I can't wait for this. They've been doing this for years, okay? Now, inherently, those maps are great. So, I'm not going to complain too much on that. It's the idea that this game is $70, where that's the issue. This game is $70 fucking dollars, and I'm paying to get maps that are from other games. They can't come up with anything original. Now, to be fair, if they did come up with new maps that are original, guess what? They would suck so much dick that it would just be unplayable. That's what happened in Modern Warfare 2022. The maps in that multiplayer were so garbage. In fact, it was so atrocious that I actually hated playing the game, because if it wasn't Shipment or Shoot House, I couldn't play the game. Besides, like, a couple maps. Like, okay, you got the... I forgot what it's called. Dome? Yeah, Dome was playable. But most of the maps were designed so atrociously that, like, I couldn't play the game unless, like, very few specific maps from other games were in the game. Rotation. That, to me, is ridiculous. And the fact of the matter is, I think it's actually pretty sad that developers can't even make good maps anymore. They have to rely on other maps from original games from long ago, 10 years ago. They have to rely on maps from that. That, to me, is ridiculous. No one should be paying $70 to get a game that has maps from another game. It's so silly. Okay? Also, let's not mention the fact that these maps are not designed for the current state of Call of Duty, the gunplay and stuff, so it's going to be a lot more awkward, and it's not going to fit in. Well, they can try to make their changes, but it's going to probably ruin the map anyways. Okay, skill-based matchmaking. It's just got to be mentioned at some point, okay? But, let me tell you, this thing, it was very bad in Modern Warfare 2022. I'm going to be honest, it was atrocious. Yeah, it was atrocious in other games, but I felt it so much more. I don't want to play the game, and every time I do well, I instantly know I'm going to be punished for it. It's like I regret doing well at this point. Like, if I get a high kill streak, or I get, decent kill streak, I instantly go, oh shit, I'm screwed. And especially with Modern Warfare 2022, with the shit maps and just the overpowered weapons behind battle passes and stuff, it was just atrocious because, you just consistently get, like, completely shit on every match, and you'd get no kills. It was horrendous. And, I mean, Modern Warfare 3 could be different, obviously, but they still have skill-based matchmaking. As far as I've heard from the beta, it's worse than ever. And people are not buying the game because of the fact that they're skill-based matchmaking. I don't blame them. Now, I get the argument like, oh, but it's going to put you with people of the right skill levels, so noobs don't, get pilled with high skill players, right? Blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what this means? For someone like me who plays pretty casually and is actually decent at the game, I'm going to be put in Sweatfest every time I do decently well, and then I get shit on for 5 or 6 matches in a row, to the point where it makes me not want to play the game, and it's unplayable, get 5 kills a game, and then I'm back to like, oh, I'm the god, and I instantly get put back to shit on lobbies. This is silly. Like, just, dude, can't we just do the ping-based system we had before, where it's like, oh, because then everyone has its same internet connection, so there's not that issue. And not only that, but, like, You're actually put against a variety of people, which means the teams won't feel like you're carrying them. I swear, skill-based matchmaking, they make your teammates either the gods or the worst people on the team. There's no in between. It feels like almost every game that I actually do bad in, it's because my team fucking is atrocious. It's just like they don't know how to play the game, so I have to sit there and carry them. 1v6 it feels like almost every time. That to me is ridiculous. Anyways, that's skill-based matchmaking done, but the main other thing we're going to have to talk about is the campaign. Now, I'm sorry, but Modern Warfare 2's campaign had some pretty good missions, don't get me wrong. Great graphics, but the plot and the story sucked. I love the characters, though. I'm not excited for the campaign anymore. I don't care about it. Like, the campaign lost my interest. Modern Warfare 2019's campaign was pretty good. This campaign, it was alright, but near the end, I just didn't care. I was focused on just getting it over with. I just lost interest. I mean, I'm not no campaign, reviewer, but basically, to sum it up, the plot twist was just obvious, and the writing was boring. I mean, it's just, oh, where's the missiles? Where's the missiles? Where's the missiles? Like, not interesting. To the point where I literally just got annoyed. It's just like, I'm not even interested in the campaign because of how boring it was. The characters were amazing, but like, dude, I don't see... And another thing I hate is how they're like, oh, but no Russian's gonna be in this campaign, and oh, a villain from another game is gonna be in this game as well. It's like, dude, stop reusing old stuff. Come up with new ideas. Like, I don't care about no Russian. That's old. We don't need... Like, if they did something similar to No Russian, but in a different way, that would be cool. But they can't even do that. They're like, oh, well, we have to basically copy ideas from another game. This whole game, $70 game, is basically just copying ideas from other games. It's just not... There's nothing original with this. I can't name a single original idea that's on this game. Part of the thing that was cool about, games like Modern Warfare 2019 is they were original. They came out with something new. I mean, even COD 4 came out with stuff new, right? Like, I think that's what makes the games worth buying. It's adding on to the formula that's good. Not just copying the formula from previous games. Like, that, to me, is just... It's not worth $70. It's just not. I don't want to buy a DLC for $70. I don't. I also should mention this. No DLC should ever be priced at $70 or be called a game. And the fact they've done this is actually just stupid, because there's going to be people who are going to be convinced this is a game. No, this is promised features from a game that this should have been for free. Right? That's just ridiculous. And my last point is, Modern Warfare 2022 took 3 years to develop. Which, okay. And it didn't turn out that great. So, why suddenly is Modern Warfare 3 going to be great if they had less time to develop it? I get that it's a DLC, so they've been working on this for a decent amount of time. But still, it's less time than they should have. You can tell because of the fact that this wasn't even supposed to be planned, and now it's suddenly here. Like, the campaign's going to be rushed as fuck. It just is. I mean, just everything's going to be a lot more rushed than it should be. I don't know. I'm not buying this game. Hope you enjoyed. And, yeah, that's it. Peace.